A coworker and I were talking about our electric bills last winter, and when she told me that hers was $156 a month, we were both shocked. And that's because mine was $36 a month. We live in the same city. We live under the same Texas weather. Our apartments are fairly similar in size. So that conversation led me to wonder what we are doing differently. Because when you live on one paycheck, every bill matters. And the electric bill is one of those that we very often feel out of control. You need electricity. You need to feel comfortable in your home. And sometimes it just feels like we're waiting for this bill to arrive so anxiously. And once it's here, we just pray that it's not too high. And very often it is. Over the years, I realized that there are small things that I could do that would help keep my electric bill as low as possible. And those are the things that I want to share with you today. Now, I want to be very honest with you. My electric bill is not $36 a month all year long. That's usually what I pay during the cooler months. I live in Houston, Texas, and summer here is just disrespectful. It's so hot. It's a completely different story. But even during the hottest months of the year, my electric bill is usually between $53 and $68. Today is August 1st, and I just paid my bill, and my electric bill was $60 and something cents. And honestly, that is a number that I'm very proud of because summertime is when a lot of people feel like their electric bill is just out of control. So today I want to share with you the few habits that have helped me keep my bill as low as possible. Not because I think that you should do exactly what I do, because the truth is your home is different. Your comfort level is different. Your electricity plan is different. But because I think that even if just one thing in this video can help you get a little more breathing room, then that information is worth sharing. Hi, I'm Sikolo, and welcome to the Solo Budget. This is the place where people living on one income come together to help and share practical advice on how to stretch that one paycheck. Because it is the only one we have, and it has to cover absolutely everything and everyone. If you have tips that helps lower your electricity bill, please share it in the comments because your advice might be exactly what someone else in the community needs. So before we talk about the summer, let me explain why my winter electricity bill is so low. I live in Houston, Texas. Our winters are not long and freezing like in many places. So instead of heating my entire apartment, I focus more on keeping myself warm. So tip number one is that I heat the person, not the home. I drink hot tea, I make soups, I wear layers inside the house. And when I say layers, I mean layers. I always have leggings under my pants. I wear a tank top, then a t-shirt, then a shirt, then a sweater with a hoodie. All of that inside the apartment. I wear 2 pairs of socks if I have to. I'm going to put on a scarf. I'm going to put on a hat. I'm going to wear some gloves. I will just keep putting on more clothes as long as I am cold. I'm just going to keep putting on more clothes. And I also bought 2 heated blankets. I keep one in the living room and one in the bedroom. And for those few really cold days, I have a small electric fireplace. And I do all of this because I realize one thing. It takes a lot less electricity, a lot less energy to heat one person than it does to heat an entire apartment. And because of that, during November to April, my electricity bill is between $36 and $43. But winter is easy. The real challenge is the summertime, because Texas summer is when the electricity bill can be very painful. The first thing I do during the summer is very simple. I try to prevent my apartment from getting hot in the first place. So during the hottest part of the day, I close all the blinds and the curtains, and that's usually between 12 p.m. and 7 p.m. If your home gets hot during the afternoon, your AC has to work much harder and uses more energy. So my first goal is simple. Stop the heat before it comes inside. The best part about it is that it doesn't cost me anything. No fancy equipment, no complicated systems. I just have to remember to close the blinds and the curtains. Next, I rely heavily, but heavily on fans. In my apartment, I have 2 ceiling fans and 1 standing fan. During the summer, my ceiling fans are working overtime. They are never turned off. All summer long, they are on high and on 24/7. And I also use my standing fan when I'm sleeping at night. Now, I know that a fan cannot replace your AC. That is not the purpose of having the fans on. The purpose of having the fans on is that they help the body feel cooler. Sometimes we focus so much on the temperature number that we forget how comfortable we actually feel. You do not have to rely only on your AC to feel comfortable. If you live in Houston, Texas, or you have ever been to Houston, Texas, especially during the summer, you know this. You know that the heat here is only part of the problem. The other part is the humidity. It is so humid in Texas. So sometimes the homes don't feel uncomfortable because it is too hot. They feel uncomfortable because of the heavy humidity. My tip number 3 is that I try to manage humidity. I use moisture absorbers in the bathroom, the closets, anywhere in the apartment that can trap humidity. I keep all the inside doors open so that the air can move throughout the apartment. When I shower or when I cook, I use the vents. I really try to make sure that the moisture has a chance to leave, because when your home feels humid, you're more likely to continue to lower the temperature just so that you can feel comfortable. It is not the heat that's the problem, it's the humidity. Now, this next point is the thing that usually surprises most people. And honestly, it's probably the biggest reason why my summer electricity bill stays where it's at. My AC usually runs about 4 hours a day. Yes, in the Texas summer, and I know that might sound crazy. Before you think that I am at home and just very hot and uncomfortable and just sitting in the heat all day, please let me tell you that that is not my life. No, absolutely not. I am very comfortable in my house. I have AC, I have guests over, I cook, I live a normal life. The difference is I use my AC intentionally. For example, when I leave for work in the morning, my AC is off, not set at a high temperature. No. It's off, just off. And I do that because nobody is home enjoying the cold air, and I'm gone for 13 hours. When I come home, I turn on the AC for 4 hours, and that's until bedtime. And so during that time, I do all of the things that could make me feel warm. I cook, I do the house chores, I take a shower, and at bedtime, I turn on the standing fan in the bedroom and I turn off the AC. I like to sleep cool. So between the cool temperature from the AC, the 2 ceiling fans that are on, and the standing fan that is on, I'm pretty comfortable. When I wake up the next day, am I freezing? No. Am I hot? No. I'm just comfortable and ready to go to work. Please believe me when I say that I am not trying to suffer to save money. I'm just trying to be smarter about when and how I use my electricity. Another thing I do is prepare before summer arrives. I put away winter clothes. I donate things that I will no longer use. I just remove all the things that make my apartment feel crowded. It's not that I believe that removing a box or two is going to decrease my electric bill, but I do believe that when my space feels less crowded, then I feel more comfortable. The biggest thing I changed was not a curtain, it was not a fan. It was my idea of what comfort is. For a long time, I thought that comfort meant walking into an apartment that feels freezing cold, that my apartment had to feel like wintertime in July. Comfort really means that your body feels okay. Sometimes comfort comes from a ceiling fan. Sometimes comfort comes from a standing fan. Sometimes comfort comes from wearing the right clothing. Sometimes comfort is waiting a little bit more before we turn on the AC. I just stopped trying to create an extreme temperature difference between outside during the summer and inside my home. I started thinking about creating a comfortable home instead. Now, during the summer, I have a 2 months break, so I am home a lot more and I receive visitors and I have my friends come over. And when they are at home, I turn on the AC. Even if it's not during the 4 hour windows before bedtime, I like to be hospitable and I like my guests to feel comfortable. I don't want you to think that I'm a bit extreme on that level. Your situation might be different. Your apartment might be different. Your results might be different as well. The goal here is not to copy my exact number. The goal is to find the small changes that are going to work for you. Because when you live on one paycheck, every little bit of breathing room counts. Now, it's your turn. I would love to know what are some of the things that you do to keep your electricity bill under control. Please let us know in the comment section because it might help me, it might help someone else in the community. And I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope you have learned something. Please consider subscribing. I want to thank all the people who have subscribed. I want to thank all the people who have joined this community. And if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing, consider joining. And I also want to say that the comment section of all of my videos is full of treasures. It is full of treasures. My videos are great. My videos are great and they're worth watching. Thank you so much for watching. But please do read the comment sections because people are very, very helpful there. And if you have a tip that can be helpful, please leave it in the comments. There are many ways that you can support my channel, watching my videos, liking the videos, subscribing. Those are free things that you can do for me. If you have the ability to hype the video, go ahead and hype the video. All those things tell YouTube that you have enjoyed the video, you think it is very useful, and you also think that other people might benefit from watching the video. So YouTube will show it to more people. That is something that you can do for me that will cost you absolutely nothing. But if you want to do more, or if you want to do other things to support my channel, go to the description box. There is a link at the top of the description box. Click on the link and you will find all the ways that you can support my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.